Hello, beautiful beings. I decided to talk today about tranquility, the development of tranquility. Let's start this talk with the sound of the bell. Also testing this microphone. I'm using a webcam and this microphone for the sound. I wonder how does it sound like because I can't check. So if you let me know if my sound is good. Welcome. If you're watching this live, please come to your body. Sit in a comfortable position and make a 3 breaths. Ground yourself, either you're sitting, lying down, standing, or maybe even walking. I invite you to listen to these 3 sounds of this bell. So today I decided to talk about tranquility. I just give you a little story about myself, my, I guess, like late teenagehood. I actually wrote it more about it. If you're interested, drop me a comment and I can give you a link. But in general, like I had a good childhood, maybe until 14, and when my grandma died, um, my parents also separated when I was 8, and also when it was 3, it was Chernobyl disaster. When I was 9, it was Soviet Union collapse, crash of economy, all kind of stuff was happening. But in general, I had a good childhood and good family. My parents separated at 8, so I stayed with my mom, with my sister. Then sister moved out to live with her family. So I stayed with my mom, and somewhere at 12 till 14, when I was visiting my grandmother in West Ukraine, my grandparents, my grandfather died when I was 12. And I decided to stay with my grandma, and I was helping her, giving her a company for 2 years. And when I was 14, she went down with cancer and she died. So I come back to capital of Ukraine, Kiev, and continue living with my mom. My mom was working very hard, like mostly you was seeing her maybe 11 p.m. sometimes on weekend, but all the rest time kind of was mostly by myself, on my own and myself, and hang out with my friends. My father was there, but not really that present in my life. Then my grandfather died in my mother line, and grandmother died in my mother line, and then my grandfather in father line was already dead when I was 9. Only grandma in father line left, but I didn't really see her much. And my sister also wasn't there. He was busy with her family, my mom busy with work. So I was basically on my own and myself, and hang out with friends. And it was a bit hectic time in Ukraine, like lots of stuff was going on for young people. And I wrote a little bit more about it in some of my writings. If you're interested, I can share with you. So somewhere from 14, I kind of go downhill, like, and end up at some point, chronically sick in hospital when I was 17, and they give me 10 years to live. And I'm 37 now, so those 10 years pass, and that's out of my energetic field, out of my being, you know. Uh, but was traumatic at the time when life only started emerging. You young person, and everybody having good time, and you feel sick, and also kind of you don't have particular perspective or vision for your future, so you lose your hope. So I didn't have hope. Mostly kind of my future look gloomy or dark. I maybe was expecting or thinking maybe I'm going to live another 3 years, and that's it. It's kind of I'm done, and I was kind of feeling not that great. Um, on top of that, I had mm, panic attack from 18 years old due to some trauma, and I wasn't able to sleep well maybe for 1.5 year. My sleeping patterns was I go into sleep and I have panic coming, so I just was in that state of like always kind of I guess my adrenals was not that well. I remember I went to dentist, and when she looked my teeth, she said like, oh, you have lots of adrenaline flowing in your body and destroying your teeth. And it was true. My hands was kind of a bit shaking when I was putting my jaw together. It was doing this sound like, because it's like that nervous system was basically on exhaustion. That's where I found myself at 18 years old, maybe 19. I kind of didn't feel that well, like, after not sleeping, um, like night after night, night after night, and only kind of going into sleep when you're collapsing, exhausted, somewhere like 4 or 5 morning, and also kind of recovering from my sickness, and yeah, it was like both body and mind just kind of was not in a good space, and not healthy at all. And I guess my internal experience was pretty miserable, and there is lots of suffering what going on in my immediate community and my friends, and lots of stuff was going on. And then I remember um, I went to see Hila, and she actually helped me to bring hope in my life and see my future, what's my future will be like. As well as kind of, like, oh, don't worry about, whatever happened to you, you'll be fine. So, but that's okay, receiving help and support from other people when you like really kind of not in a good situation, and when you don't have immediate family who looking after you, neither kind of any responsible adults, and you on your own, and basically you're pretty miserable and kind of suffering both body and mind. I personally didn't had any suicidal thoughts because I really respect and nourish life, and if life was given to me, I need to take a proper care of it. It's like a gift. The gift been given to me, and my duty is to use that gift to the best of my ability. But I was pretty miserable, and it's hard to live in such a state of mind and body wise as well, and community wise and family wise. So that's kind of was really kind of basically I hit the bottom of the pit. And what I realized back then that there is nowhere else to go but to go up. And because my body and mind was really kind of tense and like really stressed and all that, it just basically just ongoing, plus panic attack and like all other stuff going on. I remember time that I was 18, and what I start thinking, maybe I need to learn how to relax. Because usually we kind of rest when we go to sleep, but if I don't have any sleep, when I don't have a proper rest, I don't, you know I just go to exhaustion, already exhausted, already kind of crumbling apart, there is not much left out of me, so I need to learn how to consciously relax myself. So at that time, um, I remember I had computer and I have DL-up modem, like that modem which hook up to phone system, and then you give a call and basically you connected. So anyway, I type on internet word relaxation, how to relax, and I came across just a simple description. It was mostly kind of like if you lie down and you focus on different part of the body and relax part by part. Also, kind of, there is another kind of technique. Uh, I think it's called progressive muscle relaxation, if I'm correct. It's kind of, when you tense and relax, when you tense and relax, and you can do with different muscles, different parts of your body like that. It's nice to learn what's the difference between tension and relaxation, because that the relaxation is letting go of tension. Tense, relax. Usually you're putting energy to be tense. You're putting effort to be tense, or whatever you're doing may create tension. But relaxation is letting go of that tension, and then you relax. That's the outcome of letting go of tension, relaxation. And what I start doing, I start at daytime, when I have time, lie down on the couch and just rest my body. But not just rest and wander in my mind, but actually bring my conscious awareness to my body and focus on every single part of my body, going through legs, torso, arms, head, and letting go and relaxing, letting go of the tension and relaxing. It's basically the feeling. I don't know if you ever experienced that, possibly you did. You just drop down and it's kind of, body feel like a bit like a heavy. You feel really, really kind of grounded. It's like that groundiness. So when you lie down and you experience that groundiness, for example, I just put my arm here and I let it go of tension, and it's my arm resting. But it's also that groundiness, um, that kind of not. It's like a little bit feels like a heaviness, but not in a heaviness way. It's more like kind of grounding, earthing, kind of just like dropping down. That's kind of the way it feels like. Mm. And that way I was able to focus on different parts of my body and relax different part of my body one by one. And then that overall experience of body kind of being heavy and like relaxing. But what's interesting, what I start noticing, that one of the things, because I was doing it day after day, I start developing actually that ability to relax. I become more skillful to relax, and then it start progressing, developing, and I gain that ability to relax. For example, even I'm on public transport, I just sit on the chair and I just relax, drop into that space. It's actually very inner experience, so very kind of that relaxed, like very fluid, warm, very cozy space. It's like some kind of chemistry get released in the body, and your body kind of in that resting space. But it's something which you can develop. The same as you developing action, effort, motivation, pushing, doing this stuff or doing that action. The same you can develop relaxation. The same as you doing exercise. You done, 10 um, kind of lift of some weight, then you progress to 20. So the same with the relaxation, you can progress with that. And when you focusing on the body and relaxing, what you start also experiencing, there is a different feeling experience in the body, and different parts of the body have different experience. So maybe you feel some sore part in the body. It could be shoulder, arm, and you kind of resting, relaxing, dropping down, grounding, and slowly it's kind of coming to the balance, and you start feeling this like a vibrational frequency in the body. It's like tension. It's like very tense oscillation. That's kind of the way it feels like. Plus also kind of different other experiences. It could be pain, which is kind of like heat. It feels like heat. You know, when you actually go inside the pain, it feels like heat inside. It's hot, kind of heating, kind of maybe even inflammation. But that's kind of, we have this conception that's painful, that's pleasant, but when you actually go right inside the experience of that experience, you kind of start noticing those different kind of frequency, vibration of frequency of that experience. So that's also you start developing not just kind of ability to relax of your body, but also understanding on a deeper level and experiencing, really seeing what's going on there in that experience, be it pain, be it tension, be it even like experience of the leg. But when you focus and bring that awareness to your body and in this case relaxing, resting, developing the quality of tranquility, letting go of tension and going into rest, in that groundedness experience, all those oscillations, because body kind of has this different vibration of frequency in the body, and sometimes they kind of not like in a sync, they kind of a little bit like uncongruent. And then when you go through the body and bring in awareness, your body start adjusting itself to the equilibrium, to the balanced state. So it's become, your experience of the body become more congruent. What I start also noticing when I was doing my kind of total body relaxation, I would call it, after I done it, I become really hungry. My body utilized a lot of energy kind of to heal itself, to replenish, to nourish itself, and I was hungry. Even if I had some food, I had some, for example, dinner or lunch, and then I done this exercise. It's everything was fully digested, and I was hungry. So my body needed more food because I was replenishing every single part of it, because I was giving conscious attention, relaxing, regenerating, healing, nourishing each single part of my body. And what I also noticed is, so one is I was able to develop tranquility, and the more I do it, the better it was, and the easier it was for me to relax, as well as my perception and experience of my body, inner understanding of how my body feels from inside on a deeper level. But also what I start noticing, that when you relax your body, also your mind starts relaxing. And if you do something like that, like meditation, like, and focus on your body, you also see lots of stuff is going on in your mind. And experiences can come, memories, perceptions, like this happened, that happened, even thoughts. But when you bring in your awareness to the body and relaxing, that's what you're doing at this moment. So those stuff can just come up and they can go, but if you're focusing on this particular things what you're doing at the moment, you not get drifted away with all this stuff. So what I'm noticing also, my mind also start able to relax more, being present, aware, focused, really staying with the experience of the body and kind of really dwelling in that tranquil space. And because I was continued doing it, it's come to the point that I actually, my mind, the conscious mind, to relax to that level where I drop into the dream state. So I would relax to that point where they come to the point, it's like a thin ice in the sense. And your body is fully relaxed, very, very grounded. Your mind kind of also really chill and not much like thoughts going on. And then it's like, and you drop right into dream space. And up there, it's a different type of consciousness and different type of experience of the body. And then in that dream state, also because I developed that capacity of staying present and aware, I would become aware that it's a dream and also continue experiencing my body. And I just keep going. I was curious what's, how far it can be developed. And in one of the writing, I actually write it down to how far I went with that. Um, pretty actually deep in this sense. I would say it was some like experience of falling into four dreams in the sense. It's like conscious mind, the thoughts, and then drop to one dream level, and then a deeper dream, and then in that dream, in another dream. So it's kind of in every dream I would wake up and I will continue experiencing body and dropping deeper, 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 kind of relaxing those mental, I guess, levels and dropping deeper, deeper to that space of tranquility. And it's also come to the point where actually stop feeling the body. In some level of consciousness, there is no kind of awareness for the body. It's become all kind of like a mental continuum. You really kind of deeper within yourself in that like really deep kind of conscious level, or very, very, very subtle conscious level. And at that level, what I also become present and aware is those my mental experience. So your body in the sense, in those spaces, those subtle realities, it's some kind of psychic mental plane. So that's kind of what my experience. So your object, you see all your thoughts or your memories, and but it's in a very different subtle kind of reality. It's after the point when you don't really, you go kind of beyond experiencing the body. Your body relax, it's just resting there. It's having a really good time, amazing time. Your mind also relax, and you just kind of dropping to those subtler and subtler realities until you kind of experiencing your own mind, and then also that relax. And when I go to that level, and then even that level, that mental body or that psychic body get relaxed, what I experience it, it's my awareness itself. So I was aware of awareness, because body rested, it's kind of transcend the body is like kind of subtler reality beyond the body. And that those subtler realities, like experiencing of the mental body or psychic body or whatever, that inner experience, that also was dropped off. And because there is no object for the awareness, so awareness become conscious of itself. And at that moment I was facing my own awareness. And then that moment, what I realized was that awareness itself, it's only coming because of being aware. It's like this movie, it's kind of like a frame. So you aware of yourself, that's present awareness, aware of that past awareness. So it's kind of that momentary awareness. And at that point, what I realized, that that's itself also kind of creating activity of the mind. And because I was proceeding with tranquility, relaxation, I let go of my awareness as well. So it just like that kind of went off. I just realized that none of this body, none of this mental continuum, none of even like that awareness itself, which is kind of aware of all that stuff, they're all active. And if I need to go to total tranquility, I need to let go of that as well. And I don't remember, I write it down, that experience. If you want, I can send you the link with full write up. But I'm not sure how long it's took me. But I remember it's like pitch black, and in that pitch black, the it's like a light appear, and then that light appear. That's my consciousness, spark of consciousness, and then in that moment, awareness of consciousness appear, and then this world, like mental continuum appear. So awareness then become conscious, aware of mental continuum, and from that mental continuum, this experience of body manifested. It took me maybe, I don't know, like half hour, 40 minutes to start activate my body, because my body was, I would not say dead, but I'm not sure if I was breathing at all. Uh, but it was really really chill, like it's just like chill as my mind was so chill, like when I come back and that awareness restarted again, as well as awareness of awareness, mental continuum and body experience. It took me some time, so I remember focusing on my finger and it just like everything just kind of nearly as paralyzed. I was lying down and then I slowly start activating different parts of my body, and I slowly came out and I stand up, and my mind was so clear that it's as if I could see through the walls. Whole this reality was like a transparent, elusive reality, as well as these structural body experiences, as well as that mental continuum, all this emotion, my story. My name is Sergey. I've been born in Ukraine. Blah blah blah. All those things, as well as a human, like this form, that form, all those things become really bit, little bit like like transparent, elusive kind of experience. And what I realized that there is a lot of stuff I need to actually clear out of myself in order kind of to be happy. Because my life was very miserable. I developed the tranquility and I go through all the different stages of development. And when I saw with the utmost clarity my life and how not just miserable it is, but how much stuff need to be done, because I was suffering and I would not say was free, and so much stuff clogged and all that things. I like, oh my god, I really need to do something about it. It's like that's like living life like that. It's like pretty suffering. If I continue like that, it's not bring me any happiness. Neither I even reach my full potential, whatever I able to reach in this life. Because something like developing that tranquility, what it led me to be to understand that something there innate in us which can be developed. And it's not like you've been taught in school how to relax, or maybe to some level, but how far actually you can relax, or how far you can develop different qualities of the mind: concentration, loving kindness, joy, compassion, empathy, all these different qualities, as well as kind of energy itself. So that experience and that meditation tranquility, it's led me to realizing where I'm at in my life, that I need to do a lot of work on myself, because I actually was horrified when I kind of become clear. I was actually horrified in a space and state and where I'm basing. That's kind of pretty full on. I don't want to be like in such a suffering, crazy situation and in such a hectic mind, which is kind of just keep running and stressing itself and being stressed and body stress, just all these, like experiences. And I realized that I need to do something about it. And that's when at 18 years old, I realized that I need to work on myself. I need to develop myself. That's when my developmental path started. That's when I become consciously working on myself from that time. That was 18 years ago. I'm 37 now. But in this particular talk, it's what I wanted to say and what I wanted to share about tranquility itself. When you're running, we all running in our society. It's all lots of about performance, achievement, and all that stuff. But that's the narrative of our culture, narrative of our time. And how many people there is succeed? What do you want? Like, do you want a house? Do you want a money? Do you want a girlfriend or boyfriend, husband, children? What do you really want? Do you think you'll be happy when you achieve that stuff? I mean, it's beautiful and amazing, to do all these things, and all those things are necessary in one extent or another. But what is it like, our meaning of life? Why we here, and what abilities and to what level of life we can develop ourselves to. So in our society, we running, busy, busy, busy. And what Also, I'm noticing over the time, before life, I guess, was a little bit more relaxed. Now with all this informational and technology and all that stuff, life is getting a little bit more hectic, more faster pace. Um, People pushing themselves, and like you go to workplace, you get pushed by employer, or maybe you're doing your business, you keep pushing. But the thing is, when you're pushing yourself, you using your adrenals. Adrenals is your bank account. It's your bank account, and when you exhaust that bank account, you will collapse. And it will be so hard for you to get back on your feet. When you exhaust your adrenal, when you exhaust your chi energy of your kidney, you will be flat ass. And it will take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, maybe even you will not get it back in this lifetime. So as well as we're doing effort, try to achieve things, and it's beautiful, and we need to have goals, motivation, our inspiration, our focus in life, our purpose we living, all those things, and whatever you would like to have from life, family, car, house, whatever, recognition, good business going, and serving people, bringing beauty to the world, whatever your shine is, whatever your purpose is in this life, it's all important. But as well as important being active and doing things, is equally important is ability to relax. If you're not relaxing, you're not replenishing yourself, you're draining your adrenals, and then you slowly depleting yourself. If you keep drinking coffee and keep running, you slowly depleting adrenals. If you're not taking supplements, vitamins, minerals, whatever help you to function at your level of performance, and if you not have a good sleep, and so on, you depleting yourself. So what I found, that ability to relax is equally important as ability to being active, ability to put effort and ability to relax. So the quality of tranquility, it's not really many people talking about this. Maybe people talk a lot about stress, anxiety, depression, but not many people talk about quality of relaxation and tranquility. If you're interested, I came across maybe in 2008. Uh, it was wake up movement of, I think it was for young people, youth people in Europe, and it was European Institute of Applied Buddhism. And there is a beautiful recording which I come across, which is like very kind of perfectly lay out the process of total body relaxation. And if you're interested, drop me a comment and I can send you the link, and you can have a listen. It's take you 45 minutes. You can listen it, lie down, listen to it. It's like a guided meditation with beautiful songs. It's kind of guided through your body. It's a bit more like targeting youth people, like in the mid 20s, but it's a good template for you to understand what does it mean to relax, to nourish your body, to let go of the tension, and come to that space of peace and tranquility within yourself. And as far as you actually don't experience that, you actually don't know. If you just know how to be busy, and if you just know how to put effort and all that stuff, maybe the best what to relax, it's either have a drink of alcohol or whatever else, and or maybe catch up with friends, or maybe have a nap, or maybe have a sleep, and that's like your level of understanding of relaxation. Or maybe you consciously actually also learning how to relax, be it meditation or doing yoga. For example, when you do yoga, active phase of yoga, in the end you have shavasana, which is kind of in the sense total body relaxation. You let it go and relax, and that's also kind of helping you to integrate the practice which you just made as a kind of active yoga. When you go to shavasana, you integrate that part, and then you come to your balance and you proceed with your day. So the same is relaxation. if you're learning how to relax yourself consciously, it's not take long. Sometimes it could take 5 minutes, sometimes it can take 15 minutes. If you really, really need to relax and to develop, actually proceed, able to relax yourself, develop that quality of relaxation, it could be take half hour, 45 minutes a day, or maybe every second day. But it's something really valuable to learn how to relax, total body relaxation. And also, what there is like side effects in the sense. I remember in that time when I actually was really good on that tranquility meditation, total body relaxation. I came to the dentist, and dentist needed to drill my teeth, and she said, "Would you like to have anesthetic?" Because she actually need to drill it all the way to the nerve. It will be painful. And I said to her, I didn't know how to explain, but I actually just can go in a space of total relaxation and actually do whatever you need with the teeth. I will be not really bothered because my experience will be kind of peace and bliss in the sense. I will be just totally chill. But I said to her like, oh, I know how to put myself in self-hypnosis. Don't worry, just do drilling and I will be okay. And she was so surprised because when she was drilling my teeth, my pupil did not react to the pain. My experience actually was more like, I'm in this warm, fuzzy, kind of comfy space, like fully relaxed, and experience of her drilling my teeth and touching my nerves, it was somewhere there. It just like somewhere in that vastness of that totality of that blissful, tranquil experience. So it wasn't that too much, kind of painful because I have so much tranquility in that time, so much relaxation, so it wasn't painful. So in the same way, like whatever stress coming to your life, and if you don't have enough tranquility, you will be taking it too strongly. You don't have enough shield kind of to take it in. So the same way, kind of, whatever happening, even pain, I remember I had a stomach pain and I just lie down and I relax and stay with the pain, and pain just dissipate. And lots of time different pains and different things come up, but I learned how to navigate through my experience of the body and how to accommodate it, but also kind of nourish it with love and compassion, and take a self-care, and also ability to relax. So that's something which is developmental, and it actually can be developed to some really deep level. And what I experienced to really deep level, like of development of tranquility, that's some quality, our inner quality, which can be developed, our kind of treasure, the jewel which is inside of us, which we actually can polish, and it can sparkle and brighten up your life. That's tranquility quality, and that's what I wanted to share today. I'm going to share some other things what I developed through life, and this particular talk was about tranquility itself, the quality of tranquility, ability to relax your body and mind, as well as kind of those different effects whatever it's having on your life once you able to relax, is once you able to relax by your own conscious thought, or by being present in the body and letting go of the tension and developing that quality of tranquility. If you're interested to find out that, my miserable time, I wrote it down, as well as that experience of going really deep within that tranquility development to that level of experiencing my own awareness and going beyond it. I also write it down. It's just one of the spiritual experience which I had. But also what's important in, maybe you don't want to go that far and you just want to relax, but what's important, it's to take care of your body, not being busy all the time, overactive all the time, but also able to relax. And when you relax, you actually can perform way well. Your performance actually increase because you replenish, regenerate, and then you can do your actions, and you actually have good energy. You have actually supportive energy within your body, not running on a coffee or adrenal energy, or like on cortisol energy, but running on energy which you actually have, without depleting your um, energetic bank accounts such as chi, kidney energy. As well as, it's good to take some supplements or some supportive herbs, like which is adaptogens, to support your adrenals, but also, also not taking too much of those stimulants, which is kind of make you running and busy and like give you more energy. It's also nice to have some other herbs which is give you more relaxation, um, which is that's kind of supportive minerals, herbs, supplements, but also you can support yourself with your own developed ability how to relax, how to let go of the tension and relax. And then you also become aware when you overactive and when you start exhausting yourself. So you know when you need to stop, when you need to let go and relax. Otherwise, you're accumulating tension, and then it will flare up, either some sickness in the body or some sickness in your mind. But consciously knowing how to relax, consciously also knowing how to be active, it's a good things to have. You have this body, you have this mind, make the most of it. Thank you for listening. I wish you good night or good day, whatever time frame you living. Much blessing and love. And be active, and also find time to relax and develop quality of tranquility.